voice is loud enough. Stress.
Okay. Spanish class. I think Spanish class is great because I think it's a great thing to know a second language. I was actually able to learn Spanish through taking Spanish at school, but at the same time, I know every student doesn't necessarily want to learn Spanish. So for that reason, I think that many more language courses should be offered at schools because. If Spanish is the only language offered at a school, and you have to take a foreign language, then you're basically stuck, you know? So we should have a lot more languages offered. And also, there's this really strong language program called Rosetta Stone. It's really effective and it really can help you learn languages really well. And they actually have a teacher's edition. So one thing as student delegate, in fact, I would really make an effort to get Rosetta Stone into all the classrooms across the district for language learning.
I also think that Spanish is a great class to have since a lot of people in the city do speak Spanish, but you know, if people, like Jackson said, don't want to speak Spanish, or maybe it's not their language of choice, then we should programs. Like, at least at my school, a lot of people want to speak Vietnamese because that's the language that, you know, their parents speak, but they don't speak it and our school doesn't offer it. So if we could add more languages that students want, then that would be great. Instead of just having, you know, like Spanish and French and normal ones. So, yeah, and we should also work on getting more technology to work on. At my school, we have a language lab, which, you know, works pretty well, but students tend not to really take it seriously. So if we could make it more interesting, or spread it to more schools, so people have that, that'd be great.
Thank you. Ryan?
Okay, so the answer to the question I would have is, this is America. There's so many kinds of languages that we speak here. We need to be able to learn as many as possible. And I think learning a language should be fun. You learn different cultures and you learn the language and how to communicate in it. And if you try to learn other things besides Spanish and more than one or two languages, it's really fun. So I think everyone would have fun and be happy with having more languages offered at your schools that I want to do as student delegate.
All right, thank you. Now, actually, we feel it's better for you guys to line up. So, if you have a question, come on up and line up. Oh, yeah. Hold on. The question was, how do you propose adding more languages to the school?
Well, I know that we're in some sort of, some economic troubles right now, right? But the thing is, we have a lot of teachers in San Francisco that actually speak more than one language. Now, I know that you're supposed to have all these credentials and go through all this kind of schooling and stuff, but the thing is, if you speak the language well enough, you can teach it. So what I would suggest and take to the Board of Education is that these teachers that speak more than one language be allowed to teach the course and take a curriculum from a teacher that already has their credentials in that language.
All right.
I think having more language is mostly a funding issue, so if you could have your student site council, which generally handles funding, and ask them to raise money so you can have more language classes. Or another way you could get more language classes is through asking for grants, so you could ask a private organization for money to have more languages at your school. So that'd be great.
So the thing I would like to, no offense, but I don't agree with you, Jackson, just because I think teachers should know what they're teaching exactly. It's not okay that they might know the language, but they need to know every single part of it. Imagine a kid, then it comes up to you and asks, what does this mean in that language? If the teacher doesn't know, the teacher's going to feel bad. So we need to get teachers who know it and know how to teach it. Also, how to fund it from the original question, we have so many programs in the Unified School District that kids are being forced or that don't really like it. So we need to consider that and eliminate those programs and spend more money putting it towards special foreign languages in classes.
All right. Now, Jackson, there's a disagreement. Do you want to respond?
Sorry. I just want to clarify that I know that I said teachers that might not have a credential should be allowed to teach that course, but that's why I also said that teachers can take a curriculum from another teacher that has their credentials in that course, so that they would know exactly what they're teaching, and of course they would be taught how to teach that class.
All right.